class, it's Miss Cruz here, and this little video is going to serve as a tutorial on how you can set up your turnitin.com account. So I'm going to take you through the steps of your access code, your passcode, and how to upload your first version of your research paper. So once you're on Edline, you're going to go ahead and go to the links section, and all the way to the bottom you'll see the link for Turnitin, and it'll take you right there, and it asks for the login page. Now the first time that you set this up, you're going to go ahead and click on create account, but obviously from here on out you're not going to click on that, you'll just go ahead and log in here. So click on create account, and by default it has all my stuff already signed in, but I am going to set up a fake student account so that you guys can see what it's like on your end. So you're going to go ahead and put in your email address. Please try to use the one from McCarthy. Hopefully you do check it frequently. I'm going to use my second teacher account, Cruz at teachers.mccarthy.org. And I'm going to go ahead and just make up a password. So, oops, misspelled my name. I'm just going to go ahead and put ABC123, and I'm deleting it after this video, so nothing can be done about it. But please go ahead and use a password that you're familiar with, because I will not be able to access your passwords to give them to you later on. Just try to use the same password that you've been using for everything related to school. So you're going to go ahead and click that you are a student. Now, it's going to ask for a class ID. I'm going to go ahead now and put it on the video. I'll upload it to Edline if I can, but if not, go ahead and just pause this to write down which class period you are. So if you're in my A period, you'll see that the class code is over here. If you're in my D period, over here, F, G, and I. So go ahead and press pause now to write down your class code. Okay, and just for the sake of argument, I'm going to go ahead and I'll be the DE period. And so I'm going to go ahead and put 7638659. Again, please, if you're not in the DE period, don't put this, because it's going to put you in the wrong class and it's going to drive all of us crazy. So put your correct class ID. Now the password for everybody is Cruz English. Now for me it's already in here because I tested it out. So please look at how it's spelled and how it's capitalized. Capital C, R-E-W-S, capital E for English. And then it's going to ask for your user information. Your first name. You're going to put your first name. Let me make up somebody. Her name is going to be Zoe. And her last name is going to be Zoe. And I'm putting this just so that it appears at the end of my class list. In case I want to keep this account for testing purposes, I just want it at the end alphabetically. All right, so you want to display your name as, keep it as this first dot here. And then your email address should pop up again because that's your login information. So just make sure that it's okay. It's going to ask you for your password again. I think I put ABC123. And you want to make sure that both are checked. Okay, so see there, my password was too long. So I fixed it and I just retyped both of them so that I can get those 2 check marks. My security question. Who's your favorite author? Okay, let's just... Shakespeare. Okay, user agreement. Yeah, sure, you agree to everything. Okay, so then it takes you to the next page after you agree to what you had to agree to, which I'm sure you didn't read through, but anyways, you have no choice. So then you're going to go to your page and you're going to see it's going to look like this. It'll just say class name, and then of course whatever period you're in, you'll see that same ID that you registered with, and then it'll say my name is your instructor, and then you'll see status active, and then drop the class. Don't ever click this. So here's you have all these fun little tabs that you can read through. What is plagiarism? Some help on citations if you know you need some help. Up here says your name. Zoe is, you know, fictitious student in Miss Cruz's class. Some user info, some messages that you may see from me in case I need to get a hold of you for something regarding your paper, and just a bunch of other fun stuff. So it's going to ask you to save your password if you have your computer. For this case, I'm just not going to do that. So I'm going to click on my DE period. And I'm going to see that my British author's research paper is part of an assignment that's been assigned here. And even though it says started on the 4th, that doesn't mean that's when I assigned it to you guys. Just Turnitin doesn't let me go backwards in time to put that. And then the due date is 11:59 p.m. on February 12th. So what you want to do is this. I need you guys to really focus. Turnitin only lets you submit 3 times per assignment, meaning The third submission is your final paper. So technically, you only have 2 submissions in order to check for plagiarism. And I'll show you what that means now. So you guys cannot go crazy submitting your papers. Maybe you want to do it today and then one more time 2 days before your paper. And then, of course, the third time is your final submission. You cannot submit more than once in a 24-hour period. So today is Wednesday. Let's say I submit Thursday morning. I cannot submit again on Thursday night. I have to wait until the next day. So if you submit this the morning of the research paper that it's due, you cannot submit your final paper that night. It's not going to work. So please plan this out. Please plan this out accordingly. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to upload your file. Hopefully you already typed this all up on an actual desktop and not your iPad, because you want to make sure that your formatting looks well and nice and neat. And overall, it's a lot easier to work on your computer than it is to work on your iPad. So you have several ways you can do this. We are going to select this one, which is, we're going to go ahead and submit it. And the method that we're using is not cutting and pasting. We're actually going to upload our file. So click on single file upload, and you're going to just make sure that your first name is correct, your last name is correct. Your submission title is going to be the name of your author, properly spelled and capitalized. I already practiced with this, so it's already there for me. For you, you have to type it in. So please make sure it's Charles Dickens research paper, William Shakespeare research paper. That is not the title of your actual essay, it's just the title of the assignment. So please do it like this. You're going to choose the way that you're going to submit this. You can submit it as a Microsoft Word document, as a Pages document, or as a PDF. I really recommend you submit it as a Word document and as a PDF, or as a Pages document and as a PDF. So just in case anything gets distorted from your computer, a PDF always makes it locks everything in place so that nothing can get warped or distorted. But just definitely submit it as 2 files. I'm going to show you how to submit it as a Word document. Hopefully it's saved on your computer, so you're going to choose from your computer. And for me, it's saved on my desktop. And Charles Dickens research paper. Make sure it's like that. Notice how I titled it the same as what's here. And I am going to upload. This should take less than 2 minutes. Please wait. You will be asked to confirm to complete the process. All right, there it is. So it did take less than 2 minutes. They didn't lie. It counts how many words I have. It counts how many characters I have. Shows how large the file is, how many pages there are. I'm missing the works cited page on purpose, so don't judge that. I can preview my pages, and everything so far looks good. If you look at this and you say, wow, that's not what my paper looks like, then obviously you can go ahead and fix it. But once you confirm, that's already counted as a submission. So make sure you're previewing it here and that all your pages are there and they're not missing. So if you had your works cited page and you don't see it, then go back and submit it differently. So again, once you hit confirm, that's it. You can't go back and take it away. I'm going to confirm, even though I know I'm missing a page, but this is just for practice. Congratulations, your submission is complete. This is your digital receipt. You can print a copy of this receipt from within the document viewer. You don't need to do this unless you're paranoid that I'm not going to get the submission, because this proves that you submitted it. So there it is. So I'm going to go to my assignment list. And right now, what this means, similarity, it's checking for plagiarism. It's checking for anything that's similar between my paper and what already exists on the internet. And if you guys have taken other people's papers from other classes, that's also going to pop up as well. If you've taken papers from websites in which another student from another state wrote a paper and you took it, it's going to pick it up. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. So right now, just wait because it's processing, and you'll see the report that shows your percentage of plagiarism. You're allowed 10% of it. Okay, and once it's done processing, it's going to show you your percentage. So right now, this is way too high. It looks like I plagiarized on this paper. And so this is when you are going to click on your percentage and you're going to check out your paper and you'll see something like this. And of course, you guys have done all of this on purpose so that you can see what it's like for you. I'm sure your first time is going to have a percentage in that number and you can see what I'm talking about. So here you see that it's color coded all the different things that have come up that looks like it's plagiarism. 2% of the paper looks like it was submitted by another high school. 3%, 4%, 4%, 8%. So you'll see it's color coded. So I'm going to take a look at number 3. It looks like it came from enotes.com. And if I click on this little arrow, it'll show me exactly what was plagiarized and that needs to be fixed or cited. This can tell big time. And so you'll see that there. I just clicked on something. Here we go. Originality. There we go. Now, he wrote A Christmas Carol, A Tale of Two Cities. I'm going to let that go as a student. I'm going to use my academic judgment, and I'm going to say that is not plagiarism. That's just a list of his works. Miss Cruz is not going to get mad at that. That's fine. And then you're right. That's completely acceptable. There's nothing, stolen here. Those are facts. So the next one, published newspapers and magazines were later collected as sketches by Boz. If you know that you took this from a website, you need to cite it or you need to reword it and cite it again. So paraphrase. I'm just showing you guys what this looks like. I'm not going to go through every single example, but take a look at number 2. This is very, very, very similar. The thing is, it's cited, so it's... In other words, somebody from Trinity High School uses Turnitin.com. Of course, this is a national website, so schools all over the country use this. And so it looks like this person submitted the same exact quote, but perhaps it wasn't cited properly. And so it's doing a match like that. Now, when I see this, I'll take a look at your source and make sure that it's correct. And I'll override the percentage and it won't count. It won't matter. So these are just different things to show you how things are cited or captured here. So as you can see, it's highlighted a bunch of things. This is all coming from another website, but it is cited, and so it should be okay. Now, if it's not okay, then that's up to you to determine how you need to fix your paper. So that's pretty much it. That's how this works. Now, again, at 21%, Ms. Cruz is not cool with that, so I need to fix a couple of things and make sure that it's up to her liking, and then I could submit again. I can't do it. Today is February 5th, I can't submit again until 1:30 tomorrow. So again, use your time wisely. You have 2 practice submissions, and the third one is your final paper. So I hope you guys understand all that. And if you have any questions, you can definitely send me an email, and I'll get back to you by 3 o'clock any day this week. Have a great night.